What's going on, y'all? This is a video. I'm gonna base it off a plethora of things, a couple different subjects. It ain't gonna be too long. You know how I do. I seen somebody talking. Well, shout out to my boy. I ain't gonna call your name, but y'all niggas never say my name. Fuck y'all niggas. But I'm gonna give you a shout out in the spirit though. Bro was talking about how to stop. I hate when y'all niggas make videos on how to stop demons, on how to do this, how to do this. Bro, you can't even see a demon. How you gonna stop something in the spiritual realm? It's impossible, bro. Everything that these entities uh own the air, bro. They own. I mean, it's that not only are they dealing with the technology with this, with all these, what y'all call higher up, just a group of niggas with delusion, a little bit of power. Like they basically in a fucking 360 deal with fucking falling. And anyway, bro, y'all niggas cannot stop these entities, bro. Nothing that y'all do, y'all just gotta be on y'all square. Y'all gotta have the Father with y'all, and y'all gotta be strong. You're not gonna be able to stop a legion of ghosts. I'm gonna also get on the play dumb. You know, the Christians and the Pharisees, which I believe are on the same team. They just don't know it. They're going up against the other squad, and you know they fucking head coaches. You know, I could get so deep. You know, even when it comes to all the people that pretty much become stars in the music industry, they come from the church. A lot of their background is in the church. I think the church is kind of like a pipeline to the industry, like how high school and Pee Wee is, and college is pipeline to the NFL. It's kind of in the church you're gonna deal with the same situations, scenarios, same bribes, status quo, from the pastor to the damn choir director. But that's a whole nother thing. When it comes to, I'm just trying to paint a picture when it comes to, you know, who their coach is, who their offensive coordinator, who their defensive coordinator is. You know, I'm just trying to paint a picture. The shit, I ain't gonna say it's demonic, or, I mean, I'll put it like this, bro. The Pharisees back everything on the law because of their, I'd say personally, because of their relationship with Christ. You know, it's not too shabby. And they say the law supersedes all, you know, it gets you salvation. And the Christians believe that since Christ died, you don't have to go by the law at all. You could pretty much do whatever the hell you want to do because Christ died for you. But, you know, both of those things are obviously false. And the people, for the most part, on the same team are kind of forming, you know, I guess they coming in the huddle and they're pretty much picking the game winning plays because they're starting to see that. Understand that you need both. You need to understand that Christ died, and you need to also, you know, fulfill the law. You know, do the best you can. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit later when I talk about your relationship, your personal relationship with the Most High. I also talk about casting judgment on people who are a part of these organizations. I've dealt with people that are so-called normal who I have been actually trying to build with and trying to reach out to. I've met in person. I've emailed. You know, I've been in touch with a lot of different people, and it's not, you know, one person in particular. This is a many people. You know who you are. I've been shunned. Some people won't even shake my hand when I meet them in person. Some people won't even look me in the damn eyes. And you know, I've met people that are so-called higher ups that are total opposite. So I can't really judge people based off of I guess what they're doing in this society to survive at the moment, because shit could switch at any moment and then the shoe could be on the other foot. And the people that you think that are for you could be worse than the people that was, you know, just doing bullshit because, you know, they had to do it for the most part. And a lot of times people, like I say, people aren't that strong. So I understand. but some people don't have an excuse at all. Uh, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. A lot of y'all in for a rude fucking awakening, and y'all know who y'all are now. But I digress. What else? I want to talk to y'all, dumbass. I want to talk to y'all about, bro. When it comes to like, the semen, the retention, and all that shit, and you gotta. It was a time when the world was so much simpler, and that's when. Don't you remember? I ain't trying to be funny, but you remember when we was young kids, when we was like, little teenagers, when we was masturbating, when we had like the little phases. Even with the girls, it was like, not only was it more carefree, but people were more comfortable with who they are. There was less subconscious, self-conscious. You get what I'm saying? There was less, you know what I mean? Like, it was more people in relationships, especially for black people. It get to the point now when, like, at least me personally, like, I had sex so much. It's like sometimes when I'm getting, like, I'm doing a sexual act or somebody, keep it PG. It just feel like nothing there. It feel like it's just nothing there, bro. It feel like it just like I'm with like nothing. It's just empty. Like I'm just fucking the air or something. Every now and then you get with somebody and it's like, okay, this a person. You can actually feel the person, but nowadays it's lost this spark. I mean, even back in the days when with our grandparents, when it was either arranged or they were young. It made more sense back then, but you couldn't do that shit nowadays. I mean, of course, when it comes to younger girls, come on, bro. I always been transparent with y'all and been real, and base it off of how it's supposed to be. A younger girl would be the best thing, maybe from like when she get her cycle, because you could kind of teach her, you could guide her, you could show her, exactly how you get what I'm saying. When you're around somebody long enough, they'll start to kind of pick up your traits anyway. But it's so sexualized now that it'll be disgusting. If you try to talk to a girl, if you talk to a younger girl now for marriage, because back then marriage actually was when you had sex. Because once you had sex, once you went inside of this female, she was actually you get what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't supposed to go off with anybody else. She actually was yours at that point. But that that's, you gotta study and with all that shit. Virgin and Mary and that's y'all dumbass. But I'm basically saying, man, nowadays if you got a younger girl, the younger girl probably got more experience than you. The shit really wicked out here, man. Subjugate certain scriptures and certain events, shit that took place, and they try to put it in their own layman's terms. They try to say that astrology is okay because the prophets use the stars and that type of shit. Even the crystals. I mean, when it comes to the crystals, it was in the scripture. I think Exodus 28:17 through 19. The priests actually wore the plate, and the crystals actually represented the 12 tribes. The amethyst, the diamond, but I digress, bro. That's why a lot of shit, bro, the Bible, you got to think about this. Then this go to the Pharisees and this go to everybody else. That's why I don't really like to argue, bro. The scripture is our history, and it's good to know your history so you won't repeat it. Even though it's prophesied that you're going to repeat it over and over, because people do the opposite of what the scripture tells you to do, man. These are events and these are dynasties in this scripture. Every dynasty, it was different prophets that had different stories, different events, different things that took place. Of course, if you going up against somebody, a scholar or somebody that's just into the scripture, you can argue about anything because it's going to come up 5 or 6 times. It's going some stuff going to contradict it. contradict itself, because you got a dynasty in Egypt, you got a dynasty in Persia, you got events that happen over a couple thousand years. Of course, you're gonna be able to bring up something. Like I could just come up with something and you'll be able to go to it, and then I could come up with something else, you're gonna be able to go to it, because it's happened so many times. It happens so frequently. You know what I mean? The scripture is really dangerous. The Most High, would kind of, you gotta think, man. If I got a cookbook, right, and everybody got the same book, and let's just say, I make a certain dish, and I put it out, and if everybody got their book and they make this same dish, it might be effective, but it won't be the same. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of in that same tense. Like the scripture, the way it's used, like it's kind of like it really in the book of Eli sense. It should be used for you should study it. You should try not to repeat the things that our forefathers went through. Know that know how to pretty much the steps to salvation, because everybody has their individual relationship with the Most High. The Most High made you. That's why you shouldn't try to be like somebody else. The Most High made you how He made you. So you got to understand that He understand who you are. He understand your heart. He understand the demons that you're gonna deal with. So He doesn't judge you. Man gonna judge you. Man gonna look at how you look. He gonna they're gonna see that you look this type of way, so they're not gonna deal with you a certain type of way. They're gonna tell you to do this. They're gonna tell you to do this, and that's why Christ got killed. That's why niggas denigrated David. That's why niggas laughed at Noah. That's why I can keep fucking going on and on and on. Shit, man, this shit's so deep. I mean, shit. Look at Sodom. Look at go back. Look at Noah. I mean, look, the Most High. It's a basic concept you got to understand, man. I mean, don't try to be like nobody else, man. Just be yourself, and because I mean, even look at David. He was the greatest king we ever had. He had a homosexual relationship with Jonathan. Niggas don't talk about that shit. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of anyway. To you niggas that really think that that y'all got some type of relationship with the Almighty, in the end, we gonna see. And at the same time, you already know. And if you want to keep playing dumb, you can keep playing dumb. But you know why I'm here.